Hi, Sandra Wilson here, clinical hypnotherapist. So I've been talking a little bit about rejection sensitivity, which is a very common symptom of ADHD. And when you're struggling with this feeling of hypersensitivity to rejection, quite an intense emotional and physical feeling as well, it can trigger anger, a sense of being hurt, a sense of being diminished, and overwhelmingly a feeling of just not mattering enough. So I think underlying the fear of being rejected is something a whole lot deeper. But what you will recognise is an emotional and physical symptom. And usually that feels rather like having a punch. It can twist and turn and make you feel so horrible so quickly, almost like having a volcanic eruption going on within your emotional centre. So it's not always easy to outwit it. You can use logic, like, why am I feeling this way? This innocent comment, this text message, that thing somebody said, somebody saying that they're not interested in, my help, or they've turned down an offer to do something together. It may be just an imagined rejection. You might imagine asking somebody on a date, for example, and just imagine that they're going to say no, or just whatever, and you just sense that terrible feeling. It's almost like you're standing on a precipice and you're going to fall. The fear is so intense. Or the anger. Anger can be a really common emotion with rejection sensitivity. So what's going on, and why do we get it? And we know it's a lot more common with ADHD and autism, but also in people who've struggled with some kind of trauma, especially in childhood. So being rejected, as we know, at a conscious, logical level, it happens. We know that not everybody can love us. We know that not everybody can or should be expected to agree with us or go along with our plans. Sometimes being rejected isn't really a big deal. We know that if we compare ourselves to somebody that, a situation where it's not going to bother you that much, we can almost laugh at it. I remember somebody once saying to me, well, Sandra, are you bothered that Usain Bolt can run faster than you? And I was like, well, of course not. That's because we don't really have an emotional attachment to that situation. But when you have a subconscious emotional attachment to being rejected across the board, that no matter what the situation is, no matter what is being rejected, it's going to hurt you at that visceral level, because it reminds you of death. That's the bottom line. If you think about it, 2 million years ago, in very early human societies, being rejected from a group or a tribe would have meant you dying. You wouldn't have survived. So I think there's a bit of a, even though, like I said, at a conscious level, you don't think, oh my God, I'm going to die if this person rejects me. But the feeling, the intensity can be so overpowering that it really does remind a part of your brain that still remembers after 2 million years of evolution that you cannot be rejected, because to be rejected equals dying, equals not surviving. So that is what's going on at the deep physiological level, the very depths of our survival mechanism getting triggered by an innocent comment, a refusal that really isn't that big of a deal. Even your manager saying, could you maybe just come and have a word with me in a moment? I just need to have a chat about something. Sending you into this spiral of overthinking. Oh my God, what have I done? I'm in trouble. Because the two things often do go hand in hand, the fear of rejection and the fear of being in trouble. The fear of taking up space. But that's another conversation for another day. I hope that has helped, and I will be back with more content another day. Bye for now.